Hello.
Hello!
Oh, yeah. Oof.
Did you like that? Ah, beautiful intro.
Yeah, we're going to do a master study today. Mike had a very
Yeah.
nice idea to do that, and
Look
and
at
he
that dog.
and he's going to show me the ropes how to do that because I
How
got this.
how to do this?
How do I make this into this, Mike? How do I do that?
I mean, it looks like a good start, you know, solid wireframe model that you got there. Just put it in the right pose and add some volume to it, and
Okay,
yeah,
just do it. Just do the art.
yeah, just
All right.
sculpt,
All right.
just sculpt. All right. Yeah. I have we're going to be doing this guy, the dancing satyr. I was trying to look up a picture. Dancing faun. Museo Olmero. Yeah. Okay. Because sometimes okay, this model we got it from Scan the World. You can find them on my mini factory. But since it's just a scan by people, it needs some cleanup, and that cleanup can get some inconsistencies with what the actual sculpture will be. So I just want to have a picture for my sanity.
All right. QRF. And you got that
QRF.
from the dancing the Museo
Dancing-
Omero, right?
Yeah, that's the one that I found immediately. Dancing faun. If I type that, I get another one. Ooh, Sotheby's. When I was on there recently, I got some nice pictures. But this Massimiliano Soldani Benzi.
Oh,
But
he looks
it
nice
is
and bronze.
bronze, so that's a little
Yeah.
bit harder to see.
Yeah, but it's all right. I can live with that, I think. And there's also one from the Royal Academy of Arts. Has a nice harsh shadow.
And there's also one in the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
There's
Oh my gosh.
so many phones and they were
Yeah,
dancing.
yeah. I, I thought it was just the one, but I guess there have been reproductions. Porcelain.
Basically, like the David, right? And there are a couple of people who made the David. Michelangelo being the most famous one, right?
And Uffizi in Florence is where this one is. Okay. Attributed to Gaspero Bruschi.
I think we will have fun. Thank you very
That is fun.
much.
Thank you. I'm gonna just
Going to learn today.
going to steal this image and I'll send it to you. If,
Oh, thank you very much.
you want.
Oh wait, here's the back as well from the bronze state here. There's a lot of nothing on the screen at the moment. We're just looking at pictures.
Just trying to
I
find some
just
nice
realized.
pictures.
I just realized there's nothing on the screen.
Copy. Paste. Whoa!
Ah, look at that.
That's one. Can I go to the next image? They don't have a next image. Okay. Then yours might be nice, but we have a 3D version. Why do we even want it, right? Haha.
Well,
Because
you
I'm a
said
little
for
bit
sanity's
crazy.
sake, right?
That's why. Yeah, exactly. Copy. Boop. And copy. Yeah. Make this one
Okay.
a bit smaller. Crop. I said crop the image a little bit. Yes. Alrighty. Alright. Are you ready, Bram?
Sure. What's the first step?
First step. We already did the first step. To load in the mannequin, you can just find a mannequin over here on the project, mannequin.
Oh,
There's like
your
the 8
cursor is in the way.
Oh.
Wait, we got Livebox and we got projects. That's the default one, and there's a mannequin one over here.
Yeah, and there's the 8-head male by Ryan Kingsline that we're using right now.
This one.
Yeah. And then the next step I would do is to go to transform and turn on split screen over there.
Ooh, transform and split screen. Oh, sorry, where was split screen?
It is in the third square.
I missed
over
it.
here. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now where there's also polyframe and solo. Just underneath solo, there's a little split screen slider bar.
Oh, of course. Yeah, okay, I got it.
Yeah. And now we can see both of the boys
Ah,
at the same time.
look at that.
And, well, yeah, the next thing to do is to get our mannequin in kind of the pose of this beautiful boy.
Okay.
So, to control the mannequin, we just use the move, scale, and rotate from Zbrush. And I use WER to switch between that, but usually just W and R because scale, I don't scale much.
No,
Just
you kind of want to
finding a
keep the
mannequin.
proportions of the mannequin,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Turn off some symmetry. The difference between move and rotate is that move keeps everything else in the same orientation, and rotate has the next things rotating with it.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to say like fixed kinematics and inverse kinematics, but it's not really exactly inverse kinematics, right?
Yeah, it doesn't really have that, no. Yes,
No.
then we could just place the foot somewhere and the knee just figures out where it needs to be. Needs to be. Okay, so I would start with putting the pelvis in a nice rotation.
Yeah, some
and
sass
another
to it.
thing to know is like if you see those Z-spheres, if you grab by the so you have like the bone area and the ball area. If you grab by the bone, it's rotating around the previous joint, and if you grab the ball itself, it just rotates around its own joint.
Yeah, but everything next to of it, right?
So like for example on the hips, if I click the bone, then I it goes wiggle like this, and if I click on the ball, it only rotates the ball itself.
Yeah, okay.
So, this lag is very forward, and let me. Ooh, my camera was having a little weird stutter.
Yeah, it happens.
Ooh, why is it doing that?
Being fancy. I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
For me, after I rotated, my Satyr guy pretended to be in a different orientation.
Okay. Maybe I missed that.
Anyway, hopefully it's a one-time thing. I'll grab my little arrow tool and I will make my Puref a little bit smaller for now. Whee. And so what I'm looking at is his action line. He has this nice S-curve going on, I think. It goes from his body into his standing leg. And so that will be what I will try to mimic. Yeah, the camera is being weird.
It's
Like
An interesting first step to do.
I'm over here, and then when I click, it changes the camera. Oh, no, not anymore. It's
Okay.
very strange.
Strange.
Very strange. Okay. Oop. See this? Hello?
Yeah.
Why?
Maybe just a quick reboot. Maybe that helps.
Yeah. Save it. I'll just turn it off and on again for a second. Save project. Yeah, I guess.
Just gonna use my usual rule for when I'm trying to do a pose. Just trying to exaggerate it a bit more than I usually have. Because usually I just tend to do it too little. It's just a little bit too stiff or too careful of a pose. I don't know if it's gonna work for this assignment, but you know, trying to stick a little bit to the things that I know.
And his upper body is also more NSC or forward banded.
Mm.
Whee. One shoulder back, or the shoulder forward. And this one doesn't have the, or not as much in the twisting way of the contrapposto.
Not too much, right?
No, because
Even though he's standing on something.
Yeah, the same hip is forward compared to his shoulder.
Yeah. I think I had it closer the first time when I was moving around the arm. But we're getting there. It's difficult to get it perfectly close the first time. Oh, I think I added a joint.
It is.
How do we remove joints? There. Okay.
Alt, yeah.
Yeah. Just need to have the
just see what
the tool this selected as well, right? The Z-sphere tool.
Yeah, the draw.
Yeah. That
oh,
one.
and you, yeah. It's a little bit. I think his leg can go more forward than mine. His hip too. I try to think about where the center is of his leg because we don't have any mass on the mannequin yet.
No, it's just a tube.
It's just like it is definitely too thin right now. But where? What orientation do we want it to have?
Well, we can tweak him later as well, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's just right now it's easy to tweak.
Yeah,
later,
for sure.
the later it gets, the harder it gets to make the changes. It's like does come inside a little bit, like. That's where this balance is.
Well, he's dancing, right?
He's dancing, so it's like not on a standing balance. It's like in movement.
Yeah, it's like halfway into a jump or a hop or something like that.
So his center of gravity seems to be like slightly forward on his foot.
Mm-hmm.
Like closer to his toes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So in mine, I'll just use my masking thing to use it as a ruler.
Ooh, that's a clever idea.
I think this can go a little bit forward. Even more.
Good. Oh, I can't mask in the other one.
Oh, on the left side.
Yeah, I can't mask on the left side. No.
Yeah, well, you can do it kind of as long as you start on the other side. Like. Cheats. And if you want, you can also use the little gray lines around the canvas as like a ruler.
Yeah, so you can kind of keep it over here. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right, I can get it. Apparently, he isn't really dancing. He's stomping on a mouse.
He's stomping on a mouse. Let me open up the chat indeed. Whoop. Live. And pop it out. Pop, pop. Yes.
I think my entire guy is just a little bit too tall. A little bit too high. So can I just... I'm gonna move him.
Move everything is if you're in the move tool and then hold the, what was it? Oh, no, that's just the camera.
Oh, control.
Yeah. Alt and click drag, yes.
Yeah, I got it. I got him. Do that, and the foot can be a little bit higher. Maybe because it's a bit more like that. A bit more like that. It's the one step that takes the longest. Nothing really happens.
Which step?
But just the posing part.
Oh, I mean,
just a long button. It's a long one.
It's very important.
Very much so.
I mean, you want to capture his movement in there already. And he's not moving, but still you want movement. Oh my god. How does that work? Yeah. Let's try that. This one a little bit more upper. This one a little bit more straight down.
I feel like my guy is too small.
Yeah, the proportions probably needs correcting compared to the guy, our reference.
Oh. Scaled everything.
Scaled everything?
I scaled everything and it got to be...
Oh, scale.
Yeah.
Look at the boy.
Look how creepy he is.
Slenderman.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to put the hip up on the side where he's standing. Ooh.
Yeah, he has one hip to the front and the other leg kind of wants to kick it forward.
I mean up as in towards the shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, usually that's the way it goes, but yeah. He is in movement. Okay, that. I think this is close enough. Do I want to scale his neck a little bit? It's a little bit smaller, maybe.
Yeah, I think that will.
Nah, I think it will be fine.
I think I will. That I will get there when I'm there.
Yeah.
Don't know how soon that will be, to be honest, but
Oh, pretty soon, I think.
we got this guy.
So yeah, angle his head with him a little. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is not how the head was sculpted in real. But
In one of the reference images that I had, his head seemed quite big from the one from the museum. The museum Omelo. His head seems a lot bigger than it is here in the sculpt that we have, but it could be just a trick of perspective. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get to the next step.
Yeah. What's the next step?
Next step, I would probably add a little platform in there as well, but we can do that at any point. For the body, I go down to adaptive skin.
Yes.
And then I'll leave it up to you if you want to go with the Dynamesh, which is how its standard is.
Yeah, let's do that.
Everything gets Dynameshed. You can also turn that to 0 and click preview again. It didn't work. Oh, okay. Maybe that not for the mannequin. Okay. I thought that it would turn into like this Z-sphere topology, but not for the mannequin, I guess.
Let's Dynamesh it.
Dynamesh.
Yeah.
2, 5, 6.
Once in a while, I can do things differently.
Boop, boop. And after you have that, just click Make Polymesh 3D. We go back to the tool and append our guy. Hide the old one. And now we have this beautiful polymeshed Dynameshed guy. What I do first is to select all his insides of the body, because that's pretty easy to select.
His torso, right?
Oh yeah, the whole torso and the hips. And will I include the neck? Yeah. And then just outer group, because everything else is separated from each other, and inverse and group this. And now we have a group for each body part.
Okay. I don't like this color. There we go. It's similar to the other one. Okay, now yeah.
The next thing, I take up my inflate brush and start adding some mass in the whole guy. So I want some more in his legs, definitely.
You don't want to give him spindly legs?
No, not really. I sometimes I do a little bit of a smooth before I inflate, just
so you can get rid of that
less crunched.
Yeah, those big creases that he has. Yeah, he will get.
Can have a lot of mass on his ankles, because he's like so tiny, those ankles.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on those feet of the.
Put a good butt on him. On the side. That little thing that Rafa always does is to hide the arms and then basically draw the legs with the inflate. So it's like on here and on this side. And I put them back. And you have that basic shape already.
Okay. The tree trunk is
wrists. And we can flatten out that bulge on his back a little bit. Yes, that's not existing.
It isn't?
That's crazy. I think we want a little bit more volume on the inside of his legs. Because they are very far apart now. There's a lot of space in between.
Yeah.
Get rid of the balls or whatever. And now
If you have some sort of semblance of volume.
yeah, semblance of a body.
Now
Just have a nice look around it. See things what you notice that are different. But that
let
are
me
the
just
same.
go back to the nice Alpha 28, nice and harsh one.
So for me, a thing that I noticed that my legs are way shorter than his. Like his upper body is longer than the reference guy. I don't know if that's the same for you, but for me definitely.
Okay, let's see. His groin kind of starts here. His torso starts a bit higher up.
Yeah.
And
So I'm just gonna take the move tool and just move him
yeah, just
up a little.
Yep.
See if that aligns a little. Same for his knee. Yeah, I think his knees can then also go a little bit higher. Because I moved the rest up. So proportionally speaking, it makes sense. Another thing I do is to pull his face out so we can have a direction of the head.
Right, yeah.
Draw a little cross for the direction that he's looking at. Just pretty sure that's like that. And I hide it. Or I hide the other parts.
Mm-hmm.
And I just with the move tool, just pull his chin forward. And voila. So you can also do that with masking. It already looks more like a head. Like a little Templar helmet.
Yeah, it really reminds me of that. The Dancing Templar.
Dancing Templar. I'll just shave off these sides. So it's less Templar.
And I'm gonna keep him Templar for now. I kind of like it.
For me, I think the waist is not wide enough compared to the upper body. It's like it's relatively similar width in the ref.
Gonna make a very important asset.
His assets.
Well, he was missing volume there, so he kind of needed it.
Oh hell yeah! Make some semblance of feet. And some semblance of hand direction, so like where his thumb is, and where his fingers are. A little glove.
Yeah, like a
mitten. A little mitten. Yes, that's the word.
Let's do it. Too enthusiastically. Let's do that. Just pull that.
Spread out hand. Yeah. Same for his other hand. Let's see.
It's very, very thin. Let's add some volume there on that hand.
It's a nice inflate. Or pulling it out. Or...
See if we can just add that one finger. See if we can make it separate. Doubt it will be that necessary in the long run, but kind of fighting the polish in the hand, so I kind of need to remesh, but don't really want to at the moment. Not yet, far from there. Let's see if we can do that other hand.
Just when you're fighting topology, just zoom out.
Yeah.
You won't notice it as much. Yeah.
And that's also kind of the reason why I don't really want to yet. It's not too necessary. Just for the hand, like nah. You need to have a base for sure, but we just started out. I don't want to start with a hand.
Yeah. Let's see. I need a little bit more shoulder. There's some nice shoulders, this guy.
Yeah, very well defined.
Autosave. Break.
I didn't have one.
A little bit of armpit hole.
Let's put the thumb and inflate that a bit. There, okay. See if we can fix that wrist. Wrist? It's just water that I'm drinking. Just so you guys know. But something happened between here and to my mouth. So just a tiny bit, the tiny distance, but something went wrong there. Oh wait, did we mention that we were sculpting on Discord channel, by the way?
What?
Did we,
oh, no, we didn't. Oh my gosh. It's my fault.
I just remembered it. Wait a minute.
Diego, we have a new guy in our Discord. Hello, Diego.
Hello, Diego.
Hello. Oh, that's not a link. That's an image.
Oh.
Whoop. Forgot to post the link, but we are live.
Yay!
At here.
There's something over here.
Let's see. Next thing. I feel pretty good about all of this. Next thing, I would start blocking out the planes of the body, trying to find where all the important parts are.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what did you find the important part? Hello, Yogi. How you doing?
Well, good question.
Yeah.
I would say important is if we shine light from a different direction, like which parts do you really see the difference in? So for example, if we shine from the side and we look at the back, we see a great big plane over here, and then a plane that's going down because there's the shadow there.
Yeah.
And then we see it going back up because it's very light there, and then another plane over here. So basically, just 1, 2, 3, 4 planes next to each other
Right.
that are angled at a little bit different angles. So that kind of like a little bit of a W or like an M from this angle actually. Up, down, up, down.
Yeah. So you just take a big brush and just put those there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And
Let's do that again.
so yeah, when you're looking at it and at this with this extreme light angle, you can see where are big changes and where the changes are like they're pretty relatively less. So like for example in here, this butt is like all the same angle.
Mm-hmm.
Like here from this light direction, everything in between is not as important. If we change it to that up, we see that there's like a line here and a line here. And this is like all kind of the same. And let's
So yeah,
like
it's
normal
basically his pecs kind of show up, his midriff.
Yeah, it's like you can find the clearest divisions. It's like a bit of investigative work with discovering what is important and what is less important. That's why it's a study. We don't know all the answers. We'll have to
If
find
only
them
we
out.
did. If only
Yeah.
we did.
That's why we're looking at whoever made this. That's a nice
Did
Renaissance
make this
Italian.
one. Let me just do a quick. Where's my site? There it is. Dancing phone. Go back up again. Museum Omero.
This one says signed by Jeeves Foley, but before I had a different name.
Date, material, technique. Cast from the original. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah. Just alabaster plaster. Really, which is a fun word to say, to be honest.
Alabaster plaster.
Alabaster plaster.
Wasn't that something from One Piece?
Alabaster? It's one of the islands. Yeah, it's Alabasta.
Ah,
Yeah, totally different.
alabaster pasta.
Hello, Cucumber is back. We are doing fine. We're trying to do a study today.
Using our
Mike
brain
is
this
teaching
late in
me.
the evening.
Yeah. Mike is teaching me how to do a master study.
Well, this at least for a post mannequin way. This is how I would approach it.
Just noticed that my
This-
leg should be slightly different. Should be have a bit more of a bend to it. So we kind of look at the silhouette and the piece that just stand out, right?
Yeah, the silhouette and like when we light from a different angle, like which planes are the most obvious ones. So it's another thing that you could use, like if you squint your eyes or if you take off your glasses. In your case, your trick. Like which parts stand out more than the other ones,
It's
or which parts become one.
Yeah, taking off my glasses is a good trick, but my eyesight has become a bit too bad, so and everything is too blurry for me to actually see what's happening. I have to zoom in quite a bit to see the detail that's a bit over here. I mean, I could try. Maybe I could make this work. There's something over here. The cursor is near invisible. There's something red floating around here. Yeah, okay. Let's go there. Yeah, have to.
Yeah.
Really have to make a line to know where it is. So it's let's just go back to squinting.
Like the old days.
Yeah, it's when we had live drawing classes years ago. You basically had to squint as well, just to not see the details. You kind of need to have the shape first, kind of what we're doing right now as well. And if you don't see the details, you also can't get focus. You can't get too focused on them. So blurring your vision by squinting is a decent trick to do. But yeah, I got a bit of a headache while doing that, so I just removed my glasses every time I needed to. But great.
It's a good trick.
Well, just make use of your handicap, right?
Yeah, it's not a handicap if it's a strength.
Well, it's not. I can't really see without them.
But you
I
can
can
see
make use
in
of
this. You can see in this particular way.
Yeah, that's true.
You just cannot see like quote unquote normal.
Everything has a very big bokeh filter on it for the photographers among you. It's very blurry. You might ever try this. Yeah, I think you like this. This is up your alley.
Yeah, this model on the left, just downloaded it off Scan the World on My Mini Factory. They have a whole bunch of things from museums and other things that they want to preserve. They got it scanned, and so it's not like 100% accurate, because it's like on pictures and then the point cloud made out of it and then put together and cleaned up, but it's good to use.
Yeah, let me just find that model real quick. Scan the world over here. They have a lot, so I have to kind of sift through it. Boop, 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 collections, collapse, borders, favorite tribe, store? It's not in the store,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, and if you search
Free
for
objects,
found, you will
right?
probably find it. Everything's free from them.
Perfect. You know what?
You probably have to search in there, but
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you that link over there. There you go. There's even a Christmas tree in Paris they put on there. Very important to keep.
Yes, exactly. It's an important piece of art.
Yeah, pretty much like how's it called again? Kabouter Buttplug. Kabouter Buttplug is also a it's a big gnome statue somewhere in the Netherlands. I kind of forgot where it is located, but yeah, he kind of looks like his name implies.
Very nice. Did they make a new piece of art for Kabouter recently, completely made out of MDMA?
Wait, what?
Yeah, something like that. Like an MDMA gnome. It's like,
Is
yeah,
it
no,
still there?
this is art. This is not legal. Illegal.
We're allowed to do this. It's just the material for us.
Yeah.
And they decided to work on it at night very enthusiastically, I imagine. With a lot of fervor.
Oh yeah.
I think it's the word, right?
Let's make another gnome, mate.
Just make it bigger.
Guys. Oh no, I'm just gonna walk around. I'm gonna just have a little walk. Come on. Either that, or they use the gnome to smuggle the MDMA. One of the two.
No.
But I'm pretty sure it was an artwork. But
Just as
Who
a,
knows?
somewhat as a statement piece
Yeah.
for whatever statement they want to make. Yeah. It's art. You're allowed to do that. Let's see, there's a bit of a bulge there.
Very sus looking Christmas tree. Indeed.
And you kind of got that muscle going all the way over here. Is it going all the way over there in reality? Maybe there's some fat involved as well, right?
Which one?
The one on top of the hip that goes to your groin and then goes underneath the lats.
It's actually it's a massive muscle that it covers here and here and here all the way until the front as well. Actually, in actuality, also goes over top of the abs.
It's part of, not really part of the serratus, right? Those little
it's like
sawtooth blades that are kind of hidden here, but
yeah, no, it's not serratus, but it
underneath
connects
there.
on exactly almost exactly the same place. I like everything from the rib cage into the hip. Make it one nice tube.
Just make it one nice big tube. We got a lot of fiddly bits in the back over here. Just make a big tube over here. I forgot what we need.
Make sure that everything stays together. We have a problem if it falls out.
Very important bits around here. Just keep it in. There's no ribcage there, so just add more muscle, please.
Just take a big edge polish, make it a little bit flatter, a little bit easier for myself, a little bit more flat than I think it will be, but that's fine. As a day count.
I just went to my default state and made it blobby. It's still very rough though, so
kudos. See, over here, and then there's that connection. Is it there? Let's see. Yeah. That was a good place. Okay. And this one can be a little bit higher. That one. This one. The ASIS.
The ASIS?
Yeah, the anterior superior iliac spine.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. The tip of the hip bone on the top.
The tip on the top.
All of those boys connect. All of those bosses connect, like here.
Oh, right.
This tip on the ridge on the spine of the hip bone, the iliac, iliac spine. We have already two of the ladders. And then it's anterior because it's on the outside of the middle line, and superior because it's above another thing. Anterior, superior, iliac spine.
Some of them make kind of sense, but
not
all of them
really don't. This semi-membranous. I guess it's thin. uh, where is it? There's like this hip boat over here, and the obliques. The mass of the oblique lays like on top of it. Because over here it doesn't have a lot of mass, even though it is still there. It does have like a bit of a nice what's it called? The connecting bit. Not ligament. Base.
Yeah.
What's base in English?
Tendon.
Tendon, yes, a nice tendon. That gives that separation between where the abdominals are and where the leg is. And then also our favorite sergeant starts from there as well.
Sergeant Sartorius.
Oh, sergeant. General.
General Sartorius.
General Sartorius, this one.
We will find the sergeants somewhere. There's a muscle name that's
Sergeant,
probably a sergeant.
Sergeant Serratus.
Sergeant Serratus. Yeah. I like it.
Well, speaking of General Sartorius, I'll just put in his line. Same on the other side, just then he acts as a bit of a separating line.
He does.
Between this mass and this mass. Flat area over here. The outside of the knee. He needs more butt. This one in.
Jumping around a lot just so I can avoid trying to focus on one little bit.
Very important.
Just from the shoulder to the leg, and who knows what will happen afterwards from this. I haven't done the feet yet. There are still the
so
little,
pointy boys.
Yeah, some pointy boys over here. I'm making some vaguely foot shapes real quick.
His arm is raised, so his scapula pointing out on that side.
Mm-hmm. Have you you've done a couple of these, right? Have you seen any anatomical incorrectness in these master pieces? Like there's some anatomy in there that's technically wrong. Hey,
I've not done so many of this actually. Less than I would want to, because I learned this way of doing, or well, not this way of doing, but like the studying from these 3D guys from Ryan Kingsline. And then from Rafa, I learned this way of blocking out a body. So, and Rafa has basically just been, I don't know, it feels like it was so short ago, but I guess it's been already like a month or two.
Oh, more, I think.
More already. Oh my gosh. Time flies.
For sure. Yeah.
And I've looked close at like the David, the features of the face from the download that I created.
Yeah, which is also very great. But also one of the options that we had. Should we just do the David? But yeah, you kind of done that one already.
I didn't do the full body for him.
Yeah, but
I mean, I put this in that package as well. So I created a package of the head of David. There's another scan the world that has like his head in more detail than this. And I created, I cut them all in different parts, so they are easier to study from, because that is how Mr. Edward Lanteri recommended students to start with sculpting. First, learn the features of the face from a great cast like Michelangelo's David. Like, there's like his mouth that he's like making an example of. And so I was like, okay, let's do that, but in 3D.
Yeah.
So that's why I created that thing for myself, and I was like, yeah, might as well share it.
Wonderful. Ice Cream Draws is here as well again. Hello. And Nitish, you have an interview tomorrow. Fuck yeah.
Hopefully less explosive than cucumbers. Good luck with that interview. I hope it goes well.
I hope so as well. Yeah.
Like with interviews, I always have like this double feeling. On one hand, yes, you want them to hire you, but on the other hand, it's like you're also. At least I forget sometimes to also think, do I even like these people? Do I like them? It's like,
will I like this work? I'm only gonna find out if I'm there.
Yeah, probably.
Just too many thoughts, really.
Yeah.
I sometimes envy people who don't have just a voice in their head, just themselves, really, just to constantly just things. That would be nice. To not think once in a while.
Just thinking about this conversation that you're going to have with this person, that then after that never happens.
Yeah, or just never happened at all. Right? Just practice a conversation beforehand.
It's very separated, the shoulder of his.
Or win an argument that's been like 5 years ago. I should have said that. It would be awesome.
The best comeback. If it ever happens again, I know.
I will remember, and I will use it to someone else. Then you do, and it's just not the right moment for it, and it becomes really weird.
And then it becomes one of those other things to think about. Like, I shouldn't have said like that. I should have waited for him to say this, and then.
Yeah, you practice for so long, and then you mess it up. Let's do a quick pinch on some of the.
For the arm, what I'm really looking at is the silhouette. Like, they have to have the bump, the inflection on the right spots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are only a couple of shapes there, like a C curve and an S curve. I don't have anything right now, but yeah, they are quite recognizable.
Yeah, and then if you start dissecting them, then you get like oh, there's a flat area here and then a muscle area here. He does have that very nicely in this. Well, in this sculpture, like
oh yeah,
the flat of the bone that goes towards his pinky.
Mm-hmm. The extensor digitorum. One of them. There's a longest one.
No, just the one that you can like feel, like if you go from your elbow, the ulna.
Yeah, yeah.
You can just feel it all the way up to your little knobble.
I don't even think you can see when I'm skinning enough that you can see the muscle move. It doesn't really. You can't really see it in the on the camera. Mike likes to do every small thing. And other words that describe small details. Yeah, that's true. None offense taken.
I'm trying to get the big the nice blocks out here. So looking at a lot of silhouettes and the shapes.
Yeah, I've never really done these kind of master studies. He's kind of guiding me through them, but I do notice that I tend to immediately fall back on the things that I do know. Just quickly block out shapes. I want to see the silhouette more instead of the parts, which isn't the case right now. I shouldn't be doing that, but it's
a nice line that's in this book is something where he is after he describes like general proportions, like generally this leg is the same length as this part of the arm and blah blah blah. It's like use this to guide. Use this to guide your work when you're making someone from imagination, so you don't make any big mistakes. But when you're studying from nature, always focus on what makes the person, the subject, different from what you know, and add that to your mental library. It's like, oh, he has an interesting muscle over here. It goes out way further than I would have expected it to go, for example. And it's like, okay, so this is something that exists.
Yeah,
that I could
kind of like the guy that I saw in the bus that I talked about in the previous stream.
Oh, yes,
the big
definitely.
Jaw. Very grumpy looking guy. He looks very old while being very young as well. He's one of those jaws that goes all the way up to his nose.
Exactly.
I saw him today as well, but it's still it's such a position that you can't really make a picture of him without being weird, without invading privacy.
For his lower legs, how Rafa would do it is just to move them out to create that curve.
That little S shape, right?
Yeah, and then scratch the shin in there, the shin shape. Bend them back a little. Apparently I already did that a little bit. And then on the inside we just add that calf. Oh. The other punch.
Just add the calf.
Just flip. 1-2 strokes.
Wow. Okay. That helps.
And then the foot connecting on the front. higher up than I always. Before I looked at making a foot, I always thought that this area was pretty low, but it's pretty high up.
Yeah, right?
That high, the connecting the foot to the leg.
It always surprises me as well. Not gonna study because you don't feel like it. But you need to.
But we're studying.
Yeah.
Join us. When we're at this low polygon count, it's like you can nicely use the shift, the smooth as an eraser.
Yeah.
Instead of having to do alt, you can just like shift.
I always used because I'm tend to be more work more shaped based, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always use the shift key as more of a shaper tool and not something like, oh, I want to remove some detail or something like that. Just I want to push it in, but only a bit, so you just skimp over it so you can just get that silhouette a little bit less over there.
Like you wanna use your heat gun on it a little.
Yeah, a little bit. Just shrink it a bit.
Just shrink it a little. Yeah.
Just shrink it a bit.
Oh, that's a giant angle that I just made.
Yeah, I kind of stopped doing that 1 foot and just going to something else again.
Also,
I noticed that I wanted to. Noticed that I wanted to put too much detail into it. Oh, you're gonna watch some Disney Plus.
Ooh.
I don't have Disney Plus. What cool series are on there these days?
What We Do in the Shadows. That's
it's the one with the vampires, right?
Yes.
Ah.
The vampires live together in Staten Island.
Staten Island.
Staten Island.
It's really fun, right?
Yes. In the series, they live there. In the movie, they live in New Zealand, in Auckland or something. There was a movie from it. Well, first was a film festival movie, so like a short movie, and then they made a full movie, and now they have a series, and somehow it's still good.
Right, that's good. That's wonderful.
It is. They kept the humor and found more to make fun of. Nice overlap here. Oh my gosh.
Really? Over there? All right. If you say so, model.
Over here. Yeah. On yours. Okay.
I'm trying to carve in some parts of the neck, and I thought it would be a lot more farther out than they actually are. Which is good that I can kind of, not really cheat, but kind of see where it ends up. With a mistake otherwise. That kind of goes into that direction. So we got this guy, and then we got that guy over there. Trying to make his neck a bit more neck shaped.
Neck shaped.
Secret Level is released on Prime. Ooh, what's that all about?
feel like I've heard about this. This.
I kind of live under a rock, so I don't know any of this.
I mean, all of those things that I hear about is only through through work. That's the advantage of working with nerds. They always know what's going on in media. I would say I'm working with nerds, being a nerd myself, but
yeah, it's important.
yeah.
Okay, they got something going on over here, and it goes around there. There's a lot more volume over here. Let's just pull that out. Oop.
Leg. So ankle upper on the inside, ankle lower on the outside. This is a bad thing that I copied from Rafa's language. Like he always says upper instead of higher.
Ah.
and now I do too.
It's a weird thing. That's how
Like
easy
everybody
it is
will
to...
understand, but like
Yeah, I did. But it's weird how easy it is to copy someone's speech pattern. My boss says a lot of as it were, just basically in every sentence.
As it were.
As it were. Yeah. And I noticed myself that I was doing that myself without even thinking of it.
As it were.
As it were.
As it were, you were doing that. But,
yeah. But I also noticed that during streaming, or just sculpting in general, there's a lot of little bits in my vocabulary. Just a little bit here and a little bit there.
A little bit here, a little bit there. Oh, the Rafa I'm talking about is Rafa Souza. And the John Naughty Dog, that would be Rafael Grassetti. Yes. He joined Naughty Dog recently. I was like, oh, I haven't heard about whatever they did at Netflix yet. Maybe it will come. I don't know if it will, or it will never come.
Naughty Dogs works on Netflix, or Raf worked
No,
on
Rafa Grassetti worked at
Grassetti.
Grassetti.
Ah.
He worked at Netflix for a while.
Well, maybe
So
his
it's
job
like
is done now, so...
Yeah, could be.
All the editing...
If it's a movie, because Netflix really wants to get into games, I think, as well, just like Amazon.
Yeah, I think my my previous studio also made a game for them.
For Netflix?
Yeah. I think that was the last one.
The last game.
The last game, yeah.
Oh. Wop wop.
They don't exist anymore.
Wop wop.
Oh well.
Guess
Yeah,
Netflix
held out
didn't
for
pay
about,
enough.
I think 14 years or something like that. Which is pretty decent for just a small Dutch studio. What's happening over here? I've got a line. It should be there.
It's a very straight line as it is. Torso. That's one of the things when I'm like, is it? Does he really?
Yeah, it's one of those
wow.
anatomy things.
Let's
What's this line
let's
doing?
have a little look.
Yeah.
That's like,
Oh, like the ones in his arms. Those straight lines.
the just his sternum and abs. They're like very straight.
Ah.
I think in the reference, but
Yeah.
I mean it is a little bit softer, but it's still very straight.
There's a bit of a
pictures
wobble
that I'm
in
seeing.
around the pecs.
Yeah.
It's
So,
it's indeed
alright.
quite clear curve that's in there.
Guess I'll keep it straight as well. Straight and a little bit inward.
Some people you know also worked in a Netflix game called Zbrush. Okay.
Raji.
I'm intrigued now. Can I gonna look it up very quickly? Do we have a browser open? Yeah, there it is. Raji, sorry. An ancient epic. Do you want to install it? Oh wait, no, that's on. Oh, it's also on Google Play. Okay, there you go. About the game, questions, troubleshooting. I just want to see pictures.
I just want to see pretty pictures, okay?
Kind of looks great for a mobile game. Very clear.
Is
I
it
like it. I like the
like
art.
God of War?
Not God of War.
Mobile God of War.
A little bit, I think. Bit of a hack and slash-ish. From what I see from the pictures. I haven't really, taken the time to read it yet. But it looks good. I know back in the day when iPhone was just released.
That long ago, okay.
Yeah. There was one game that I kind of wanted to have, but it was just expensive for an app being an app, right? I kind of forgot what it was called, but up to this day, it still kind of looks good.
Monument Valley.
No, it's Monument Valley looks great as well, by the way. Just don't take my no as it did.
No.
It shouldn't be. No. It wasn't that one, but Monument Valley looks great. Something Blade, I believe. And the developer wasn't able to update it anymore.
Yeah.
He kind of wanted to, so he put a lot of effort into it being playable on PC for as much as that is possible. But yeah, that's a nice move though. Just a single developer, I believe.
Yeah, Apple just keeping upgrading with all of their things. And you have to upgrade your software as well, otherwise you get removed from the store.
Yeah, they have a lot of weird rules.
It's just like, oh yeah, we are having a new phone announced and it has this notch in the top now. So yeah, just make sure that all of your apps get updated because we have a notch now. And,
yeah, just make another piece of UI specifically for this phone. Thank you very much.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. I think I need a little bit more bend. Let's get a little bit of big ass brush. Here. Looking at him upside down because in reality you cannot do that. I mean, it will be pretty hard. Maybe with a mirror or something. But we can.
Just why not, right?
Yeah, don't let reality stop you. Too many dreams have been crushed by reality.
A lot of them during my work as well. I'm still used to making things in 3D and the flexibility that comes with it. But I have to make real-life prototypes of those lamps as well. Or find a solution for a thing or a feature. Or however it should look and function. And yeah, just make the thing and it kind of looks good. But how does it work?
Does that really work?
Yeah, how does it work? how will I make it work? And will it still look the same? If
I make it work.
If I make it work. How do I calculate this guy? I just go by eye for now. Gonna do that. Yeah, it is. That's close enough. Push that back in a bit, kind of like that. And I need to have that shape in there. And the wrist is very thin, so just thicken that just within. Let's use inflate again. Haven't used it in a bit. There we go. Go to another part.
Yeah. How are you liking it so far? This exercise.
I like it. I'm not sure if I'm doing it the correct way, but I'm doing it.
I mean, the correct way is to learn stuff from what he did. So, what are things that you're noticing that he did, or that you had to do to make it like his?
Well, it's a lot of placing of volumes and the whatchamacallit, the peaks and valleys in the body. Just looking for volume and where it isn't and where it is, and kind of measuring with the middle line that we have and the sides. It kind of works out quite well.
Pretty nice, huh? To use the sides. And there's like the box, like, is this above each other? Yeah, is this above each other?
Yeah, I kind of have to get used to it as well. I use the lasso quite a lot, so it's not straight. But,
yeah. Oh, it has one straight line, but you have to start from that point, like.
Yeah, but it will be diagonal, right?
No, but yeah, okay.
It won't be horizontal.
True. But you can see that like oh, this is in the same line.
Yeah, and so far it's getting closer. It's far from there. Oh, wait, I'm seeing that it kind of goes inward here and mine goes outward. So let's just push and pull this kind of into shape. My pecs are way too big. Kind of have been adding and adding on top of there. And
something that this guy in his book also keeps saying, because he's working in clay, that you always want to be a little bit below the surface of your what your reference is, because you're going to add and add and add. So you want always to have a little bit less volume than your reference model. But that's in clay. We can easily carve away, but it's just an interesting thing that I noticed in his writing. It's like, huh.
Yeah, it makes sense as well. Yeah.
Should I try that? And see
why not, right? It kind of functions the same. It's not technically clay, but the owner of the company had to sell her house to make that game. Oh, that's oh.
That is commitment.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. That's commitment. Yeah.
Yeah, the second mortgage, a third.
Well, I hope it will do well in that case. Very much so.
Yeah. Yeah, I can live with that. Checking the silhouettes from all angles.
Yeah, also something that I'm noticing that I'm doing at this moment that I'm usually not doing. It's just moving around quite a lot, just from one side to the other side, and then do something over there. So it's usually I tend to just focus on one area until that's good enough, and then just go to a different one, but right next to it, right? And kind of move around the body like that, and I'm just jumping around a lot more. I don't know why, but it's just something I immediately started doing while doing this.
I think
Maybe
that's
because
a
I
good
got
thing.
reference right now, a very good amount of reference on the side.
Oh yeah,
Oh wait, there's a bit over
from
there,
every angle.
and yeah, and a bit
Yeah,
over here.
usually you
and
only have like one reference or like one viewpoint
That's kind of what
that
I'm
you're
used to,
like
yeah.
referencing, and then now you have like all 360 times 360. Yeah.
It's quite a lot of reference, and we can change the light as well. So it's yeah.
Uh-huh.
I still haven't remeshed, and I kind of still don't want to. I want to postpone it as long as possible.
Yeah, I think I will remesh when I want to put some detail on the face. A lot of detail, like some features on the face, because that's not gonna work on this level. Or I just split his head off. Let's see.
Who knows? Who knows? I kind of used to working at a low subdivision, but yeah, the
I mean,
style
this is
of
pretty
sculpts
low.
that I made is also a bit more, well, shaped based, right?
Let's put the shapes of his head actually, because his head is quite squat.
It's a bit of a flat head, isn't it? A
It's
flat
like a
face.
very round head, like. Well, yeah, flat face, but like very from that angle, with his hair included, it's like
Yeah,
a sphere.
almost a circle.
And his skin and everything is a lot lower. Well, he has a very short neck.
He does. But mine kind of looks long right now because I don't have a face. I just have the paladin helmet, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that if I start on the face, that I won't do anything else anymore.
You can just leave him faceless.
Yeah, I think for now. Just put a cube on top of there when we're done.
Yeah.
Let's do something with this arm. I haven't really touched it. So I kind of need to have a line over there. And something like a diamond shape. And what's this? Whatever we've been doing there. Is that shape?
Giant pipe, like a diamond shape.
There. And it goes there. I made a mess over here, so let's clean that up. Add some volume over here for his triceps. Move some volume over there. And add a little bit more here. Let's thicken the wrist with an inflate.
Oh my gosh, he has big ears. Oh,
Yeah, he has
I
pointy
did not
ones.
notice this yet. Yeah, long pointy boys.
Well, he is a fantasy man. This guy. He has a tail as well. So a massive one. Just look at the amount of tail that guy has.
Yeah, you know what they say.
It's bunny tail. Nope.
Massive tail means massive
Ears?
Yes, exactly. That's what we're seeing right here.
Mm-hmm. I knew it.
around. Now that's too zoomed in.
His
Zoom
triceps
back
looks
out, Mikey.
odd.
What is odd?
His triceps. Where's the tendon? I'm so used to make it a tendon, I kind of go around it. Maybe I've been doing it wrong all these times. Could be. Very likely.
It is.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. It's like he doesn't really have the flat of the tendon in there. He just has like the.
There's something that
muscle
goes around
parts.
it. But there's also this bit over here that I don't know where it comes from or where it goes. That's an odd one.
Yeah. So you have this here. It's wrong. The elbow is one bone, is other bone. So what you're thinking is usually how you see it in anatomy books that they probably didn't really have back then.
It was quite tricky.
This,
yeah.
That you have this one and then flat over here.
Yeah.
And then the other shape and the other shape. It
That
looks
goes
like
into
he
your
has
armpit again.
this.
Yeah.
It looks like he has this tail as one big round shape that connects basically to the other shape.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that.
That looks like how he did it. And then I don't know if that's in the statue or if that's in the cleanup or wherever it came in, but
in this model that we currently have, it's in there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we kind of have a choice. Do we do that as well and recreate it as close as possible, or do we fix it? Well, fix is maybe a big word, or change it.
Yeah, you can. I think you can do whatever you want, or if you're conscious about it. It's like I did this because of this.
I can do whatever I want. I'm so free.
Yeah, art.
Ah.
You can choose to follow or not follow rules. But you do need to know the rules.
Yeah, I kind of want to say, I kind of need to know the rules as well, to know how I should break them.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't know the rules, then you don't know if you're following it or not following it. So it's not your choice. Once you do, then you have a choice.
You can't be an anarchist without knowing the rules.
Yeah. I kind of like how he did it.
Yeah, it looks good. It was just confused.
Yeah, I have heard though as well that for some people like this this tail is a lot bigger than in the anatomy books, and for some people it's like barely there. So it's like a little bit depending on the people. So it might just have been that his model had it as huge as this.
Who knows what the occupation of a faun is to make him as muscular as this guy.
Art muscler.
Art muscles. Just a professional frolicker, this guy.
Professional frolicker.
Trying to put too much detail in that back again. So let's move around.
This one's taking the same view.
No, I wasn't staying in the same view. I turned it around.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
I didn't see any movement, so you turned it around before you said it then.
Yeah. I was working on the back a lot. Yeah.
Okay, I was working on his head. Let's see. That seems like almost good for you. Yeah. Also an interesting thing that Rafa was saying, it's like even though if it's round, you can still find inflections and make it more clear in that way.
Mm.
And Apple is like, yeah, it's all round, right? But you can see like it's like a little bit more of a shift plane change here, and a little bit more of a plane change here.
Yeah, for sure.
Just a little bit. So try to find those. Will make your life a lot easier and your art a lot easier to read.
Yeah, I did notice that some of my sculpts are they're too round. I mean, there's always inflections and things they are in there, especially in the Frankenstein's monster that we did 2 days ago. But it felt
one.
always they always feel a little bit too soft. And that's just a pass that I also need to get through. That usually for me comes later than the stream is long. It's there. I know how to make it better, but well, time.
Do I sculpt only with the, what was that really hard one? The clay tubes. Clay tubes. Only clay tubes with extra hard.
Yeah, but like I said earlier, I kind of used the smooth tool to create the shape as well. Yeah, and that's something I don't like with, well, I don't know, it's a good feature. But if the, when I'm using the clay brush, it kind of becomes rough, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I use the, and don't mind that, but if I use the smooth brush, it becomes very obvious that I've just smoothed there, and it kind of feels like I removed something from that, removed that texture that it got.
Yeah, it's like what I was following a tutorial by Gail Kirschenbaum, very cool creature artist, and he was saying, like, especially at the start, he doesn't use the smoothing at all because he wants to know where his sketch lines are.
Yeah.
Every line that he puts, he wants to know where it is, so he doesn't use it. If he wants to remove them, it's only with Alt. It's like, because he is using it to draw and to measure those lines. So if he smooths it, then it's like, oh no, there's nothing anymore.
Yeah, so it kind of feels like.
That makes it different.
Oh man, I forgot the. I didn't see the meshes. I was so busy working with this sculpt. The game did well. It got funded by Epic, Nintendo, and Netflix. That's awesome.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a good gamble then. Maybe she can buy a house back, or he. The person. Oh, her house, yeah. Maybe she can buy a house back. Get an upgrade.
I hope so.
Abusive, yes. Whoa. Been looking too close. Oh, let's add more of a nose. Mask pen. Move out.
Yep.
Let's add a little bit more of an inflection line in the brow. And he doesn't have any mouth yet. Any volume. I had in pose and trying to make it look alike. Oh my god.
Asymmetrically and everything.
Yeah. And then like 100 polygons. And then my 3D lead would be like, oh, that's 50 more polygons than I had back in my day. I'm like, okay.
We only were able to allowed to use 2,000 polygons for an entire character. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I kind of need to do that for one of the art tests for Studio. It's actually kind of fun to do.
New challenge. Just make it and put it through decimation master. Done. Oh, no.
No, it also needed to be animated with an idle animation.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes it a little bit harder.
One of the last things I animated.
I know what you're talking about right now. Yes. They were like, you're hired, but you're not gonna animate anymore. Look at his head. I'm pretty happy with how that's going.
Ah, that is a good head.
Look at those 20 polygons working together.
Doing their very best.
Yeah. Let's make this hair look a little bit more blobbly.
Blobbly?
Blob, 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 blob. He also has horns. Blob, blob, blob.
Yeah, some tiny ones. So in between his his wonderful curls.
Hidden in his hairs. Nice. Our classmate in high school, he could always just hide things in his afro. Or other people hide things in his afro. But anyway, things got hidden in his afro.
He suddenly got home and the 3 pens fall out. How did they get in here?
Oh.
How
Oh
long
my
have they in
God.
there?
Step into the shower, suddenly there's all ink and stuff.
Oh,
no,
no.
not again! Okay.
Those
Okay.
applies are
Okay.
weird. At least for me. They're odd to do.
Yeah.
Not sure if I'm doing them well as well. Oh well. Just move around.
It's
move around
it's
some
like
more.
a combination of abs and skin.
Yeah. I'm not used to that. I just tend to do just the abs.
Just the muscle.
Just the muscles. Because that's what my reference is. It's just a muscle guy.
Yeah, it's not a real guy.
No, it's a flayed one.
Yeah, you don't see those walking around often.
No, luckily not. I think that would be very uncomfortable. Just a lot of skinning,
Yeah, for me,
stinging and
you have to
burning,
look at
and
them.
nah. I have to look at it as well.
I wouldn't be able to keep my eyes off, I think.
It definitely would take the attention. It would grab the attention.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he doesn't have a willy. He only has a
Nah,
hole where his willy would be.
no. Well, you can make one.
Oh,
Artistic freedom.
massive schlong. Like the Devils from Dante's Inferno.
Yeah. They spent two weeks animating it, right?
Uh,
No.
just to
It
get
still doesn't look quite right just yet.
the right amount of jiggle.
The games industry has some weird things like that.
That's fun.
And then we had a very serious meeting about the kissy faces on the roofs of our Tamagotchi village that we did for the app.
The kissy faces.
Yeah, everything there has
okay.
a bit of a kissy face, big lips, really.
Okay.
And if it was the right shade of pink.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
was our meeting.
That is an important question.
It was very important. Like this is my job now. I get paid for this. This is weird.
This is weird and also great.
Yeah. Weird in a good way.
I want to get paid to play with Legos again.
Oh yeah, I got paid to play with Legos. Twice.
Oh
The
my
project didn't go anywhere though, but I got to play with Legos and got paid for it. The models that we needed to make for that, there was a rule. Like Lego has a rule that if you make it in 3D, it needs to be built physically as well. So there's no.
Yeah, it needs to be able to be built physically.
Yeah.
Yes.
So oh yeah, and if there were any bricks that you wanted or any sets, you just ask and you just got them in 3D, right? In 3D.
They didn't tell us that. Oh.
But that was an agreement that we had, so that was pretty cool.
Nice. Were you more directly with Lego then? We were like a subcontractor of a contractor.
All right.
But yeah, So what did you ask?
A lot of sets that we had that were there, and usually just for a single piece.
Oh yeah.
So you're just skimming through the entire catalog for searching for a piece that kind of could work for this in this case, and yeah, it was pretty fun to do. A lot of building it in 3D. Then you got the CAD files, so they were very high poly, way too much for a mobile game.
Yeah, did you use that like Lego Builder program or something?
That was also there,
online.
yeah, but
Yeah,
we also just got the
from
CAD
there.
file, so it just loaded into Maya, so that was fine as well. But yeah, because there were CAD files, they were just way too high of a poly count for what was necessary. So it's kind of just building it in, let's call it high poly, and then make a low poly version of that.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically what we did. When I was working on that during my internship on the Lego hotel in the Windsor Resort over here in the UK.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, that was really fun. I just started my internship. I was like, oh yeah, we need a photo opportunity, and we wanted a throne to fit in with the night theme. Can you make a throne from Legos? And make sure that we can export it. It needs to be like blown up, so it's like human scale. And and then cleaned up so that they could make actually like building drawings from it, like drawings for the workers to like build from.
Yeah.
Technical drawings need to be made into that. It's like, oh yes, let's do that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll
I haven't done anything
that,
yet,
yes.
but thank you.
Yes, please. I'll Lego for you.
It's kind of fun that you with the Lego games. It's you can kind of go a little bit wild, and it will be just sort of accepted, right? Like, oh yeah, it's Lego. This is fine. So one of the projects that we had was a survival game, and there was some monetization, right? So it's kind of like a Farmville but survivally. But
okay,
yeah, and so you had to create your own crops. So yeah, we had carrots and apples, and I was trying to find as much food as possible and try to make it grow. But I also found some hot dogs as well, and okay. I made a hot dog plant. And like 3
nice.
different versions of it growing into a hot dog plant, and just put it in there. Okay, I also can, you know, spend the rest of the day looking for more food, but this is kind of what I have right now, and it's a prototype, so let's do it. Add some hot dog plants in there, so it's.
You just grow some frogs, you know, you can eat those.
But the hot dogs are actually also a part that's frequently used just in builds.
For what?
Just as decoration, as.
Oh, okay.
Just as a piece that has a bit of an arc shaped. They have different shades, so it's different colors, but it's definitely a hot dog.
Nice.
And the frogs as well, they are sometimes used as flowers. You got one of those bonsai trees, right? And there's a blossom version that you can make, and it's just 100 of different shades of pink frogs that you put in that tree as the flower buds, and it looks great.
Nice.
Yeah.
A budding flower. There's a weird muscle on the side of his leg over there. I don't think that exists.
This one that
Yeah, that one. It's like
I had it over here as well. Like where does it come from? Where is it? Yeah, let's put it in there anyway. It's there.
Yeah.
I'm just currently not really thinking again. I'm back to the default state of no thinking, just doing.
And it's like, yeah, you have this muscle that has a tendon.
Yeah.
Down there. Then this should be like going around each other. It's like this one separation that is put in there. It's a little strange.
Yeah,
and
right.
The same of this separation in here. But I guess you could get
knee.
that with skin. I guess so, but I'm more used to seeing this as being like one thing, like without
you have
separation.
to be very skinny for you to see the actual knee, the joint.
But you do have like that volume, yeah, right? But like not really the.
Yeah.
Because this knobble on the inside is still the same bone. It's not really a separation in the bone there, as far as I know. I might be wrong.
Yeah, that two
and that's
joints
where we are on
this
discovery.
thing floating on top.
Yeah, like on this side. Like on this side, it is like way more smoother, like.
Yeah.
How I would expect it. So it might also just be like an artifact that's from the scan that is interpreted in a different way.
Yeah.
Let me undo
That-
it. Undo.
Let's see if let's look in the bronze sculpt of it, the photo that I have. You got that one as well, right? You do kind of see it, that the top part of the knee is definitely a different shade than that part below. So it kind of looks like it could be interpreted as two different pieces.
I mean, that's not the part that I have a problem with.
Yeah, on the sides.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the patella being separated from this knob. That's okay. It feels like maybe this shape is not following through far enough back.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
It's terminated way too early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do we know, right? Oh.
I don't know. I don't know nothing. I just make shapes. I just push polys. That's kind of what I do. Don't take any advice from me.
Yeah, I think it's just it has been sharpened a little bit too much after the scan, because there is like a knobble over here in this porcelain version, but it is not as sharp as this line here. It's just a little bit more smoothed out of.
Yeah. Well, you can fix that, right?
Yeah. I will. Watch me.
All right.
Oh yeah, and there's some weird lines in his foot as well.
Yeah, I haven't really taken the time to go to the feet yet. I always put them for last. Kind of the same with the hands.
Because he has some straight lines here for some reason. Nothing creates those lines. Unless maybe if he was like very squashed just before and then they made it into marble.
That's a difficult thing to keep in mind when you're sculpting in real life.
Yeah. Just dodge that out.
Just the reference persons would have been jumping up and down a lot of times just for that. For a brief second, if not even less. But if they did that, awesome.
Yeah. It's like it's interesting with this with these scans. It's like, yeah, on one hand they are very accurate, and on the other hand they are not accurate at all.
It's weird how that happens.
So it's like, let me save before I open it up. So
oh yeah, let's save. that's a good thing to do. Where are my folders? What are we doing today?
So this. Let's see. Why is it not here anymore? It's not a C2, that's fine. Import. So they have this scan from the Pieta from Michelangelo. Turn off the Alt N split screen. Right? And they have two versions. One that's like uploaded to that collection of Scan the World by the user account Scan the World, and one that's uploaded by this SMK user into the collection of Scan the World.
Okay.
Let's import the other one. So let's Scan the World one. I need to rotate it a little bit. Yep.
Because Z is up.
I think I didn't rotate it enough. 90. There we go. Now you're like, oh yeah, they look pretty similar, right? If you put them next to each other, third.
Well, the head is in a different position.
The head is in a different position. Like this here are his legs next to each other, and here, if we look at this, they are like crossing over each other.
Yeah. Mary's head is also in a different position.
Mary's head different. The hands are.
Yeah, the fingers
also
very, yeah.
Very different.
Which one is real?
They are both real. They are just both put together differently and cleaned up differently. So it's like this guy probably didn't have a lot of back images compared to this one. If we look at
yeah,
that
it looks a bit sloppy. It's kind of how I would do it. Yeah. The rocks are also very sharp.
But then he cleaned the hands way more, like made them an actual fingers, but I don't think that was the actual position that the fingers were in, if I look at pictures of it. So, like, yeah. They are both the same thing, but they are not the same.
you kind of have to hunt for it.
Yeah, and probably neither of them are probably the same as the real thing.
They both have their what you call it?
Quirks.
Quirks, yeah, that's a good word.
Also, this little stump near the foot. That's in this model. That's the only thing that's a separate subtool, a separate polygroup for some reason. Like if I out a group, actually, like whoop, oh,
hello.
But yeah, interesting. And then it's also like, which one am I gonna look at more?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, one time this one time that one.
Yeah. I also remember that during anatomy class, we had to learn every muscle, right, and every bone, just way too much. But when we had a test and something was wrong, but you know that it was correct, right? You could just show the book or the PDF or wherever you got it from, like, oh wait, it's written like this as I wrote it as well over here, and then it would be counted correct, just because it is different in basically everywhere.
Yeah, if you have like English names or Latin English names or purely Latin or like some other translation of Latin. They're all similar but not the same.
So that was nice. It was a very difficult subject, especially with that teacher. But
yeah, he could be very specific about things.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a nice thing that was there.
Let's see, how much further can I go before I want to increase mine?
Oh, I'm still far from there yet. I don't think I will make it until the end of stream. But just by increasing it. I kind of want to, but it's more because I kind of want to noodle around. But the shapes aren't there yet, so yeah. Just have to do the shapes first, because if they don't work with this resolution, they will also not work in a higher resolution.
Yeah. I think before I had my split screen turned off, right, because I was showing that thing, and I saw them overlapped on each other. I was like, oh my god, I'm so close.
Ooh, I haven't
Like,
done that yet. I think I will wait until the very end.
get this. Like, oh,
Ah,
that's. Hmm.
you're doing
I was
well.
like, that's not bad, Mikey.
No, not
It's
at
obviously
all.
to be higher. Ah, but more than that.
Yours is slightly before or after the jump that he's making. Just
Yeah, it's
one
like,
frame later.
yeah. Which is also like a really cool thing to do if you're practicing your the dynamics of your sculpting. It's like you make the sculpt and then make the movement just before and just after.
Oh,
And like maybe one of them is more interesting than the one that you thought you were gonna do.
that is a tricky one.
Because Rafa said that like story-wise, if you have want to tell a story in sculpture, it's standing still, right? So good moments to choose are the moments just before or just after something happens.
It's
So
true.
either
It
you
kind of
see
tells
the,
more
the,
of a
the
story that
reaction
way, right?
or the
Yeah,
anticipation.
that is a good one. I know that when I was doing that Sculptober one a couple of years ago, I was streaming that on Twitch, and I wanted to put the character in a pose first and then do the anatomy, or a very rough version of that, and just so I could have some better proportions and everything like that, and then it would make the character that I actually wanted to make. And some of the poses were very interesting looking, the ones that I wanted to make, but they were just very weird, and it didn't really want to work in the way I wanted to. So it's just difficult to translate into 3D. So we just opt for another one, and it kind of worked.
Nice.
Sometimes it's just better just to stop what you're doing and do something new.
It's like, this doesn't feel like it's going somewhere. Just like try something completely different.
Yeah, exactly. I can bang my head against it even longer, but
Get some new
will that be
knowledge and then you
useful?
can try again. It's like,
Yeah.
if you really want to achieve that one specific thing.
Just keep that in mind, and do it again another time.
Yeah. Doop, doop, doop. I like this healing he has. It's a good healing.
Yeah, he has.
Nice shape.
Some effort is definitely put into it.
That's probably also easier to photograph for the scan.
Oh yeah.
Assuming that most of these are not like oh, you can just grab a ladder and take pictures from above.
I highly doubt it.
Volume. Yep. And reflection. Back. This can go forwards. Oh. Auto save have a green key. This one can also be hide. That's nice.
His toe, his small toe, is very knobbly on the side of his foot.
Isn't yours?
This one kind of stands out for me.
Oh.
I mean, my little toe is just hanging on there for dear life, but
for me, it's looks kind of similar to that.
Yeah,
Like
kinda
just like it's almost tucked underneath. Like
yeah, the toe itself, yeah, that one, but also the rest of the
oh yes, I see.
metacarpals, right?
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, indeed. This looks a little strange. What's going on there? It's one of those things that I would try to look in the pictures again, but the pictures are not that high resolution for that.
Oh yeah, I think detail wise, what I've got right now is good enough. But
Yeah. It seems to have. He seems to have very tight sandals.
yeah, they're squishing the bone.
It's squishing the. I would say that could be tendon, I guess, but like it's squishing it like really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
This can go away.
Yep. Let's put these muscles in there. Let's see the. This also looks strange, actually. Can I get a picture from that side? It feels like there's a little bit too much going on in that leg hip connection.
Yeah, right. Mine also kind of looks a bit weird. I think it's kind of alright what he does there, but the this shape that we have over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is actually, let's see if we have the let's just smooth it out. We got the hip over here. Kind of goes over there. Then we got that anterior, superior, or whatchamacallit, and we got the gluteus maximus. It kind of goes from there, sorry, all the way to there. We got a glute, and then there is a muscle that attaches to the big one over here. One of them, I think the one on the side. This one.
Yeah, the fascia that's there.
Yeah.
To keeping the quad inside.
Yeah, keeping the leg right into that shape. And usually we don't really see this muscle
Right,
all that much.
That's the gluteus medius is also there.
Is that one?
Mm.
I always thought it was underneath the butt.
I
Like
know.
you had 3 layers of butt, but no.
But no.
So, gluteus minimus, medius, and maximus. So it's layered on top of each other. It's not the case though.
And for fascia latae is what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
Oop. It's like
yeah, the top one.
Yeah, this one from the ear, and it connects to that.
Yeah.
That fascia that's there.
Yeah.
But then like this one is your medius, and then this one is the maximus, and so this volume that can be quite nice, especially in the ladies, is the gluteus medius, and that then connects with this gluteus maximus, and then there's often like a fat pad around here, and then when you get the view from like the side of the front, I guess you get that dip in there. And, I'm drawing with a different tool now, I think.
Yeah, you're drawing
for the weight.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, you get the bit of staircase,
dip, and then the yeah, Rafa called it like a guitar shape. Like double guitar like this. Ooh.
It's the body of the guitar.
Okay. It's the body.
Yeah, I kind of remembered why I thought those two were attached. I made them attached.
It's like
because I never really saw when I was trying to learn anatomy way back then, and then make started characters of it. You only saw the big shape instead of the two separate ones.
Yeah.
So I instinctively made a single piece out of that shape constantly, because why separate it now if I'm just gonna join it together later, right?
It's like you only get to see like this whole.
Yeah.
Oh shit! So you don't see that.
I thought myself wrong because
you only got to see like this full thing. Like...
Yeah, and that gluteus medius then attached to that as well. Use that as
they
a
all
single shape.
Connect to that same
bony
landmark that's around there. It's slightly under that fascia latae, but there's like the bone of the copy.
Yeah. Because I wanted to save time, I learned myself the wrong thing, it seems.
Yeah, it's Mr. Eaton always separated that out because that top area, as you can see actually in this green image, has volume, and after that it becomes flat.
Yeah.
So he always separates those two.
That kind of makes sense.
It's technically the same part.
She's also doing it wrong.
Everybody has their own way of doing it wrong, right?
Yeah.
But then it when the leg is bent, which what I'm trying to find an image of, but I don't really find an image of. I believe this muscle also, bends.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's all my own. I believe it bends also like a little like this. And then you have the other one, and the other one, the medius and the maximus next to that. And then I guess the sartorius over here. So if I make my image a little bit smaller, so I would assume that would be then these two muscles there, but then like this separation here seems weird to me.
Yeah, it's odd one, right?
Yeah. So if this separation is because of the general sartorius and the tensor fascia latae, then what is this separation?
Flare.
Between the top medius and the bottom medius, and then the maximus.
Yeah, maybe.
That's one that I would need to investigate a little. Go on discovery, as Kingsline would call it. Band, leg, hip. Musculus. I don't think it's a very fancy area that they show off in bodybuilding and stuff, so it's pretty hard to find some well-defined pictures from that. Because usually people wear pants. Oh, how strange.
How inconvenient.
Yeah. In the book about Leonardo da Vinci, the Schiesding, they said that he has a pretty, when he's making notes, he has like a pretty set schedule. Like, oh, this day, going to the bath house to inspect male anatomy.
Okay.
So yeah. Yeah. Like this, but I want to see the outside. Come on, we're almost there. Come on. Oh,
yeah. Oh man,
see what
time
I'm
flies.
About.
I have about half an hour.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Ah, never mind. I'll just do whatever I think it is. Nope. Let's get rid of those. And I will, I think, for that half hour, just upgrade to higher resolution and see.
You can futz around, scribble.
Yeah, just exactly, just how I would do approach the next stage of this.
Yeah, it would be nice, but I don't think I'm there though. I'm far from it. So many things I still need to do, and I can still work on it in this resolution. To go. So
we can continue with it next week as well.
Yeah, we could. Or would it be more of an exercise if we just, or at least a better exercise if we just pick a new one?
And then just faster, so we get to the
yeah, just a different pose, same kind of assignment,
same outline.
Wait, what am I doing here? What is this shape?
What am I doing?
This shouldn't be there. There you go.
Who are you?
I don't know.
Who am I?
Sometimes. You're Mike. That I do know.
And you're Bob.
Yeah.
Do that.
Do that.
Do that.
Let's. Oh wait, there's nothing really going on around here, so let's add some things real quick. This over here is a bit of a mess, so let's just remove that. And just do it again, properly, hopefully.
Properly.
Yeah, that's the idea at least. Wasn't
And
able
like
to read.
draw over the model to like see like, okay, what do I think is going on here?
Yeah, kind of need to have
It's
a
always a
shape
good
over
thing to
there
do.
and a shape over there. I do notice that as the evening is getting evening-ary, how do you call it? Later. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That yeah, I tend to fall back even more to the things that I tend to do. So looking for shape by eye instead of measuring them with this very convenient line that we can make, right?
Yeah. What I also would say is
I got
like
close
try to
though. That's pretty nice.
sometimes go to the reference model and it's like, okay, where would that bone be? Okay, I guess that would be the scapula. So then like this guy would be like the teres major. Like, and then like, oh yeah, we have the shoulder, and like this is then some attachment stuff from the shoulder, right? This is that other muscle that's in there. Just decoding by drawing over it.
Yeah. I usually tend to do that just by sculpting and making a mess out of it and then clean up that mess. But yeah, it's now that we have an actual reference, why not use it for that, right?
Yeah. You know, we can do like a crochet over the model as well.
Oh yeah.
Just take the paint and just draw the muscles on there.
I think that will help. For sure.
That would be pretty cool to do.
Yeah. Even though the skin and the fat, you know, the things that I'm really used to, they would make it a little bit more challenging for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But that's a good thing.
They're always there, and
yeah,
at least in a non-flayed person.
And I hope there are many of them.
But it's still good to be able to recognize those bony landmarks, and then because you know, okay, if the bone is there, that means that these muscles should be around here. Which of these shapes would be defining that?
Yeah.
And that's the part that I like about anatomy.
The hunt, the search, the questionnaires.
It's like, oh, I know this should be here. So what is it? What is it about this that I don't recognize?
Why is it so lumpy? I don't remember it being lumpy like that. Ah, that's why. Okay.
I'm just standing in the mirror holding my belly. What is all of this?
Where did it come from?
I didn't have this 5 years ago.
It's 5 years worth of food in there.
Oh my god.
Was
I'm
it tasty
supposed
though?
to store all of it.
Oh man, how
it's
many?
Supposed to be turned into muscles.
Into muscles. Well, they have to use the muscles as well, right?
Oh gosh darn. I used the muscles today.
Ooh, what did you do?
I focused on just deadlifts. We didn't have too much time. And I was like, okay, it's been a while since I've done it. Last time that I did it, it went very well. Let's see if I can just do that again.
Ah.
And I did. And then I was like, okay, let's see if I can do a little bit more. And I really couldn't.
Nope, that was the extent. I'm done.
I was like, okay, I just put 10 kilos more. And then I was like, okay, let's try Like no movement. Let's try. Let's try. Focus really on my posture and having everything good and nice tight. Nope, still not. Oh, I see some stars. Maybe I really tried hard. Okay, let's wait a little bit. Then one more time. Nope. Okay. Well, let's go back to the previous one that I did do before and do that one again.
Well, at least you tried.
Yeah.
It's like, way better to stop than to overexert yourself.
10 kilos more is not that much, right? Right?
It's quite a lot for me.
It's like... It was from 140 on the bar to 150 on the bar. It's like, if I would like to be able to do 160 kilos on the bar, because that's like as if I have 2 Mikeys on the bar.
Oh. But if you have 120, then you got 2 Brahms, so that's also pretty decent.
Hey, I can lift 2 Brahms.
Yeah.
Because I did it with 140. Twice, but not in a row. I did it with 110 3 times in a row.
Oh, nice.
It's like, yeah. It's nice. I like deadlifting just because of the easy numbers. Like, make number go up. That's the goal.
Just high score, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just high score.
Ooh, that...
And if you cannot increase the big number, try to increase the small number. Like, if you cannot do the 150, just try to do the 140 3 times. Yeah. I couldn't either, but still, it's something you shoot
tried.
For. Yeah.
It counts then.
Yeah. That's why it's training. You cannot do it immediately.
It's kind of like doing this, right? It's going to the art gym instead of
exactly
the actual gym.
Only the numbers are harder to understand. The scoring is harder to understand.
Yeah, it's all based on observation and opinion, really.
Yeah.
It's also very easy to compare yourself to someone else.
Yeah.
And
very
that's
easy
something...
and not per se productive.
No, not at all.
Usually not. Sometimes if you're in the right headspace, then you can really analyze why. Then yes. But usually not very productive. Usually you're just like, why are there so much better? At least I am. Why are they so much better? Why can't they make it look this good? Oh.
I want to do other things.
No, Mike. Don't think that. You're doing better than you were before.
Yeah. I kind of liked when we started out with that 100-day challenge, right? Back in 2018.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How old are we?
Way too old. And that I had this render setting that I constantly used. It got tweaked over time, but only incrementally. And because of that, the reference images not really the reference images, the sculpts that I made all kind of had the same lighting, and I could more focus on when looking back on the sculpt itself.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just seeing a sculpt that I made, but in a completely different lighting than the other one. And you know, the light helps definitely to sell a piece.
Presentation is very important.
Yeah, it's very important. But yeah, by keeping everything in a similar style or setup, it's easier to see the differences that you make over time.
Yeah, the improvements in the sculpting quality. Yeah. That's also why I like
to see the shape
Zbrush
itself, or the way you make it.
Yeah, definitely.
There's also a very clear difference, at least for mine, at least, where I know that I very much enjoyed making that piece. And the next day, there was nothing. I was just tired, right? You just, but you still have to make something, and those ones were usually a lot lesser of a quality than the one that I made the day before. But yeah, that's also something that's quite obvious in that case. Also, when looking back, like, yeah, there was clearly a good day, and there was clearly a bad day. Yeah, but yeah, those happen, so it's fine. They can't all be gold, so
has to go up and down.
Definitely, for sure.
So I also like to just see the ZBrush, no, not renders, but like the ZBrush material, like the standard basic material.
Yeah.
It's like, it's always the same. The only difference would be like the direction of the lighting, but
it's very
But if you just change the matte cap, then it's definitely the same.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Well, you kind of got a nice one for Marmoset now, right? So.
But I have some different light setups in there, so it's like, yeah, okay, but it's cool. It's nice to just have that very fast.
Like, yeah, I'm done. Just put it in there. You don't really need to think a lot about it.
No, just scale it up and then, oh yeah, rotate the light around a little bit. Okay, for me it's nice. It's like, oh, this light doesn't work. Next. Oh yeah, this one. And the material still stays the same. How many time? How much time do we have? So
10 entire minutes.
Oh my gosh, that's not really the time to increase my detail.
It's a lot of work.
It's like what I would do normally, like if I were to. Oh my gosh, the sketch from those muscles is still there. Let's raise that a little bit. How I would go to the next step is, if you want to be crazy about it, you could of course be a normal person and Z-remesh and work with subdivisions. But
any sane person would.
Any sane person would. But you can be a true risk taker, and you can just double the resolution over here, or double it 2 times, so like from 128 to 512. Or in the Dynamesh, and just turn off blur and Dynamesh it, and then everything that was nice squares is still squares, so you can see exactly where you have gone over your new detail and where you haven't. And then start working in some rounder volumes, but still
not smoothing it, but very gently caress your model and fill in the gaps.
It's like if I would also make a copy from the previous version before I do that. So I just did that now. And then 512. Blur off. Dynamesh. So basically what we have now is like primary and a little bit of secondary forms. So what we now just want is go in and split these areas up into the secondary and tertiary forms. So for example, I have over here this plane and this plane. But now we can split them into like, this area of muscle and this area and a little bit of rib cage that's going on there as well.
Yeah, the side of his chest, I haven't really paid too much attention to it. I was just looking at it while you were doing that, and I'm like, oh wait, this isn't right at all.
Yeah.
This isn't how it should be.
It's with this new layer. It's what I try to keep in mind, what I got pointed out to me by Rafa is like I have to be careful not to make the new shapes stronger than the shapes that were already there.
Yeah.
Because like
You
if I
lose
make it too strong, then it becomes a primary shape, and that's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be.
No, I'm kind of noticing that as well when I'm now zooming out. Sorry, and look at the entire picture. Like some of the creases that I've made are way too strong. So I'm just very gently trying to fill them up so they are still there, but yeah, not as much as they are currently.
Yeah.
It becomes too busy, way too busy.
Exactly. We have chosen these forms before because those were the ones that stood out the most. So we want to keep them that way.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it's like nice caressing, making the transitions between things nice and flowy. This shoulder that I apparently have not really put in the right place. You can still move that to the left a little bit, and then this transition between it. Ooh. And once we work over it, it becomes already rounder. You can sometimes I change to the round alpha, so it's still hard but less. So you can really see like the difference.
Yeah,
where you have been or where you have not.
The Alpha 6 one.
Is it? Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Hey, Deathbout is here. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing, man?
How are you?
It's been a while.
So you were playing World War.
Oh. World War?
Yeah, it's apparently a new game, right? It's World War 3. It's like the one that didn't happen yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I hope it stays that way.
So that's what I would do on the next step. Just trying to find the secondary / tertiary shapes, because I kind of went quite far. I went farther than just planes at some point.
Yeah, I went I think too far, and I skipped the planes and went immediately to where are all the muscles.
Yeah, that's
maybe not.
They pose quite a distraction, right? Those muscles.
Yeah. I didn't know where to start, so it just started somewhere, and it kind of just escalated out of control. The looking for even though I like making shapes, looking for shapes in this character, I didn't really know where to start. So, well, I do kind of like where I ended up, though.
It's looking good, yeah.
But it's mostly just not by looking where are kind of what you said, the high points and low points, and kind of making it blocky, and then work from there. But yeah, just kind of looking at what shape is over here. Okay, there's a little line there, and there's a little line on top of there. Just kind of guessing where they are, and I did use the line to check where they should be. And they're okay. I kind of moved them around apparently, but a lot of it was also done by just eyeballing it.
Yeah, I mean, eyeballing is basically comparing by eye, right? So it's still comparing.
Yeah, I kind of do this.
Ooh,
You're back from watching Gravity Falls. Oh, that's great.
I've not watched it.
No, I hear a lot of good things about it, and I like the word grunkle.
Grunkle.
Yeah, it's the great uncle of those characters. They call them.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like that word. But I have still never seen it. It's on the list.
On the list of all the other things
Yeah, but it
to see and do.
never really makes the time for it.
Yeah. Usually when I get to this next stage, I notice like that my line is like a little bit more to the left or a little bit more to the right. So I just move them by making the volume more to one side or less to one side.
Yeah, definitely.
So I scooch them around. But yeah, I think it's almost time, no?
It's pretty much time. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna quickly give him the guy I started with, right?
That's a nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of started with this one, and then we went to this, and now we got this.
Yeah, let me just go through a little bit of history.
Maybe I'll just use the head of my little dude.
Let's put the reference on the left. Let's put him in like a little bit of a pose. What angle do I want to look at him? I don't know. Straight on front, I guess. At the very end, we have this.
There we go.
In between. Let's save before I do that. Before I go scrolling through my history and lose everything.
There we are. Now we're done.
File, save as. Oh yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, right.
Start here.
I kind of want to see now they're on top of each other, right? How far am I off? Okay. You know what? I'm happy with this.
Ooh, very nice.
I mean, it's not perfect, far from it, but the arm is pretty much correct. How far? The back is way too muscly and too high up. But that's maybe because I exaggerated the shape a bit, his body a bit. Yeah, no, for first time, I quite like where I ended up. Just by eyeballing it.
Very nice.
What do you do?
I'm making progress shots. Oh.
Right, yeah, I'm seeing
and then the first and the second and the end.
I
There's not a lot of difference between the second and the end, but it's in the arm that's facing away from us. I can actually, if I just undo this, let's go a little bit further. Hopefully, here, and then I just duplicate it.
You guys did kind of came back
No.
at the very end of the stream,
Yeah. The end is nigh.
which I really
And
like that you
those
guys are here
nickel is
yet
I.
again.
Sorry, what did you say?
I really like that they came back at the very end, which is nice.
Oh, yes.
Thank you very much. I also like where we ended up. I should try to do those. Yeah, the way you started it. Just try to do that more next week.
Yeah, do it.
Let me just look at the agenda real quick. I think next week will be pretty much the last one of the year, right?
Oh my god. Yeah, because the week after that it's Christmas.
It's Christmas on Tuesday and
And
Thursday.
the week after that it is New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then after that we'll be back.
Yeah, only the second one on Thursday, but you know, let's start on the 7th one.
Or I mean, if you ever feel like I want to just stream, then I guess you can just hop on and stream.
Yeah, but they just
Nothing
happen
stopping you
to.
from doing that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, for except for next week, all the streams fall on the holidays. So
Yeah.
we still have 2 streams this year.
Oh my god!
2 entire
Only
ones.
2. What are we doing next week?
Well, we still have to roll the
Oh,
dice
we
and
have a
kind of check
quickie,
out
right? Yeah.
for the quickie. And on Thursday, we're just gonna do this again, but different.
I have to find another new one to put on the list.
Yeah, so do I.
You too?
Yeah, you put one on the list where I should be putting one on the list.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh no! Well, then mine can just scooch over. That. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought the gold one was mine.
Gold one is yours. Yeah.
Oh, in my brain it was yours. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Fair.
It's been on there for a while, so it's been
Yeah.
blurred. But
I kind of want to remove the Elden Ring one.
it's been on there for I think over half a year.
Yeah, like
Before
when
Elden Ring came out, the DLC.
Just before the DLC came out, yeah. So, so I might just find a new one instead of that one.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You haven't had 5 for so long.
Yeah.
A lot of 3s though. A lot of 3s. But yeah, that probably didn't make sense out of context. But
Oh yeah. Anyway.
not a lot of 5, but we did have a lot of 3s. Whatever we mean.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is our dancing fawn. I quite like the guy. I'll say it here.
Oh,
What
my
did it
head
do?
is a little bit. I like my face. Look at that face.
I like my face as well.
It's like it's barely there, but it's there.
It's very recognizable, yeah. And he got little horns.
Yeah. The last thing I added. I didn't give him a tail yet.
No, me neither. It's
But yes.
I kind of
Should,
skipped out in a couple of our areas. But yeah, cool.
Okay.
Thank you guys for
Okay.
watching.
Yeah, thank you.
We
all
will
for
do
watching.
this next
was
week
a
again.
Quite educative stream.
Yeah,
Next week we'll
I
try it
feel
again.
educated today.
Yeah, it was. It went pretty well for how late and tired it is.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, we will see you next week.
Thank you all. Hope to see you next time, or in our Discord. And